Hey guys, it's Zach here. It is Sunday night and I thought I would do an update on the chainsaw. So it's been about a week. I haven't done much to it. I've tinkered a little bit and it's working good. I verified that the bar chain is getting oiled, if you guys remember that. And I needed an air filter, so what I ended up doing is I cut a piece of the old foam from the camper. It's just this nice foam, maybe a little bit thicker than normal, but still you can get plenty of air through it. And I'll set you guys up and we'll rip it once. It's late at night, but we'll be fine. Set you guys up and we will rip it. So it's running pretty good. Oh, one other thing I can show you is I did fix the pull start. What I ended up doing, the other one was molded into this plastic handle. So I took my drill bit and I slowly drilled through and then kind of got out most of the fibers. And then I took a hot nail, I heated up red hot, and I worked it in and out of there to get out any little bit less. And then I put a piece of 550 paracord on there. I ran it long so I could adjust the tension, and it seems to do the trick. So I'm going to rip it, and I'll cut a piece of this table for you guys. So you can tell I already did it, but she's running pretty good. I just had it running. Might help if it was on. So there you go. What I found that was happening was there's a little tiny screen in the carburetor, and that screen kept getting filled up with gunk over and over and over and over again. So I just kept running it, pulling it apart, because it would still idle up, but it would kind of bog down and then die. Take it apart, clean it, it would idle great again, rev it up over and over and get all that varnish and junk out. And now she's running great. The chain itself, the way I know is I was revving it up and it was getting oil underneath, but then also if I look in here I can see the oil that had built up in between. So it's working good. So yeah, that is really kind of, I guess, the end of that. I don't think I'm going to have to do much more to it. It's just going to work the way it is. I got to clean up the box for it and put on the kickback for it. But there you go. I got a free chainsaw. I went and had to put one tiny piece of fuel line on from the T down, and I don't think I needed a new bar, but I got a new bar and a new chain. At least I have a backup bar and chain now, and she's gonna rip just fine. So next up, I have to get the weed whip going here. I did put some fresh gas and I fooled around with it a little bit. I put a new fuel line on it also, and it seemed to be running okay. Although I am going to take it apart, and I think it has the same issue, just gunked up crud in the carburetor. So yeah, that is the gist of my free chainsaw. I guess not free. In total, maybe bar and chain, let's just say maybe 30 bucks worth of stuff. I don't think it was quite that much because that bar and chain was only about 20 bucks, but the little fuel line was like $3. And that's because I couldn't go to the hardware store. I had to go to Home Depot, and their price was kind of high for just this tiny amount. I can show you guys actually if you're wondering. Go to Home Depot, you buy a set, gives you 1 foot of the small blue diameter and 1 foot of the green diameter. And I used 6 inches on the saw, 6 inches on the weed whip, and that was it. If you go to the hardware store, this would cost you probably 5 cents. So if you can, find a local hardware store. They're a little cheaper on some stuff. So yeah, that is it. Thought I'd let you guys know about that. And I'm going to work on this weed whipper now. But she seems to be running good enough. As long as I can get started and get it cutting in a pinch, that's all I need. So yeah, pretty happy with that. But I've kind of been absent this week, Sam and I. If you guys have been following that whole ordeal, we had a miscarriage, and we've been going through the whole process of it. And this week we went to the doctor and they said, you know what, we're gonna have to go and do a DNC, which, if you don't know what that is, it's essentially dilate and scrape. If you can put 2 and 2 together there. They go in there, they scrape out anything. But yeah, that happened on August 11th is when we found out that we miscarried. That's when the bleeding started, and she had been bleeding ever since. So this week was a very hectic week as far as that goes. What was that, Wednesday we found that out. So then Thursday morning at 5 o'clock she had to be in the clinic for her, I guess they'd maybe call it a procedure, surgery, whatever you want to call it. So we were very early there. So I ended up working and staying up all night and then going to bed and waking up and working. So it was a really weird flip-flop of schedule. But we've taken care of it. She's doing really good. And at this point we can move on from that. So yeah. Alright, enough of that. Thanks for watching, guys. I wanted to give you an update on that. And I'm going to get this weed whipper going, so I can give that to my friend Eli. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll talk to you later.